Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listener's discretion is advised. I'm going down the rabbit hole, not up your asshole, okay? All right? I don't turn gay because of a lack of a lay. I'm just completely heterosexual male, alpha energy, not like anybody else, not like Kevin Simp Samuels, even though I don't hate his hustle. Please, guys, please read my credentials down below. There's no guys like me. I'm very eccentric. I act kind of goofy on the YouTube. That's who I am. That's the method to my madness. Okay, I am myself, okay, like Jack Black, okay, I'm really hilarious, okay. You got to know who I am. Don't make negative judgments of me without knowing who I am. There's a lot of biased bitches out there, NPCs, EDBs, emotional douchebags, will make a judgment call because I'm schizo, okay? I'm schizo-affective, but of course, it doesn't mean that you're delusional. You just got to be careful. Some people do have magic and some people don't. Some people do have a real voice that actually talks to them and some people don't. All right, we got that out of the way, okay? Do your research. Very important. I am a therapist, yes indeed. Not institutionalized though, anecdotally. Let's get on with this videotape. Now, so since again, an associate of mine wants me to do a video, okay? And so I will do that because the fact that he's just trying to learn who I am. Let's begin with the videotape again. All right, shall we begin? If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roasters, you put it down below. I talk very quickly, and if you can't pay attention, you must skedaddle. You cannot know the alpha knowledge because you're a little bit slow. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if...
Also, I'm not going to play the whole video because of the fact that she may be annoying and that she's not talking about nothing interesting that I heard under the sun for beta males. Mostly for the beta males. Beta alpha males just hit wham bam thank you male. They're whoremongers and they're going to leave. So I have to repeat this because new people come to my video, right? I have to repeat things, okay? I keep it really concise. Beta males are the most used and sought after when women hit the wall. They want to play games. But they don't do that with beta alpha males. Okay, beta alpha males just fuck and leave, okay? They don't cry about the hoe that they fucked. All right, when they can't get something, they just fuck and leave. They're simps. They're the biggest simps. Now, alphas don't deal with that shit at all. So let's continue. Let's go.
You've ever sat and thought to yourself, how do I keep her wanting me once I have her? Well, so I'm glad you asked because I very recently started reading this new book called Mating in Captivity by Esther Perel, where she talks about this idea of getting desensitized to one another the second we catch each other, so to speak, and how we can not necessarily prevent, but how we can help, what's the word? How we can help navigate that ebb and flow between...
Well, mature. She's talking about mature, how you can navigate the maturity between you two. Though I don't already need to read her book, I can tell right now, any advice you get from women is usually not going to be ironclad. Okay, it's not going to be the bona fide, this is how a man should think. To be sensitive, to be this, to be that, to be... No. I get my information from pimps. And I have to psychoanalyze every type of way to make an excuse for a female who's not mature. Alright, but let's see what she got to say before I continue. I'm glad this video is very short though. Because he's kind of got an annoying voice in a way. I do. I got an annoying voice. But let's continue.
Catching each other and being closer and then losing that desire for one another and then getting it back. So today I'm going to go over exactly what that number one secret is.
Now catching each other. When you hear these terms, that means the female is usually not going to be the ones that's mature. Catching each other means that understanding each other's maturity. It's usually the man who comes in more with the female. So it's going to have to be the female who has to up her ante. She's going to have to up her ante. Most women are not compatible with men by 80% off the bat. You might as well just cut it. Stop getting emotionally attached to women. You have to say what you want. You could be a little bit emotional. You don't have to be that romantic. You could tell her what she wants logically, because men are logical. Like that book from Steve Harvey, because I read his book, Men Are From Mars and Women From Venus, okay? That wasn't from him. Yeah, I think so. I think it was. Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. I think that's from Steve Harvey or from someone else. I don't know. But I have tons of books on women's psychology, and it just doesn't make sense for a man to cater to immature-ish type women, okay? But other than that, I could go on forever about immaturity of a man, okay? But let's continue on what she says.
Keeping her wanting you once you get each other, so that you never have to worry about losing out on the chick that you worked so hard to get ever again. And to make sure you never miss out on another little tidbit like this or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so you probably either postulated yourself or seen in the comments that chicks only want guys that they can't have. And I would go ahead and challenge you in saying that a lot of us usually want what we can't have or get. In psychology, we call it this closed loop effect, where our brain has not been able to necessarily see.
And let me correct you on that. Most men don't look at appearances as much as women do. Women substitute and they compartmentalize. You understand what I just said? Most women say, okay, since he's a little okay to fuck with, which is not a good idea. I keep telling women it's not a good idea. He's a little okay. He's a little cute. Don't ever say that, okay? You have to be attracted to the guy that you're with. And then what happens is that once they feel you're a little cute, they go for your money and what you can provide for them. This is a substitute waiting for disaster. I keep saying this to female all the time. He's a little cute. I'm going to give him a little bit of something. Then I tell him to take off that goddamn makeup. And then you'll see your natural beauty. But you don't understand the level of how men don't really look at women with a high level of appearance and shit. Only thing about they're caring about is pussy. There's a lot of guys I've talked to. I'm saying this because from experience. Listen, and what they'll do, they'll just get desperate because they can't find no girlfriend. It is absolutely harder for an average-looking man to find a girlfriend than the other way around. Let me repeat that again. It is absolutely harder for average-looking man. I'm talking about a man who's not 6 foot, okay? I consider myself average. I'm a 7. Average to a woman is a 7, okay? It's not a 5. It's not a 5. They will not give you a chance if you're really technically average-looking. You got to look a little bit above 7 to give you some sort of chance. But trust me, their hormones are not there for you. You got to give them romance. But let's continue on what she has to say.
The end, so it continuously refreshes this thing in our minds until we're able to create the closing in that loop.
Come on.
So for instance, have you ever gotten a song stuck in your head and maybe it's just like a little single part of the song, maybe you don't even know how it ends, but you can't stop thinking about the song because maybe you don't even know how the song ends. That's an idea, or that's an example of what an open loop in your brain is. And when we are in a state of being unable to catch a person, that's kind of where obsession comes from, and that's where we start to think about them all the time. Or when you get these intermittent reinforcements, yet another psychology term, it's when you get a little bit here, a little bit there, and then she goes to, and then like 3 weeks later, you hear from her again. It's this idea of our brains.
Listen, she's long-winded. This is why I don't like listening to people. Just get to the fucking point, because this is why I just keep my videos down to 10 minutes, and I talk very quickly because I have too much knowledge. Now, if you start off with a woman, and she's a virgin, okay, you already got bonus points right there. That's one. Number 2, she gotta believe in polygyny. There is no fucking way you're gonna be with one female and she's average looking at best, just like you, and then you're not making a profit off of it. Number 3, what's all this emotions today? What is all this? This romance and then trying to connect with her mentally when you're doing everything right, okay? I don't understand that, okay? But I do understand it because women have been brainwashed to believe in romance for those beta males. Okay, there's 80% of beta males out there. Beta simps. Okay, and y'all guys is going to have to come up out of that shit. I'm not a Lucario and I'm not Tyreek Nasheed. I actually have experience and I have videos. All right, guys, you're going to have to stop using your emotions. I know If you want to help, this is what I want to say to you beta males. If you want to fix your emotions, you got to talk to guys like me or someone who actually cares about your emotions. Kevin Simp Samuels does not care about your emotions. Like to actually help you, okay? Just like women, I tell women, if you want to keep listening and you want to get critique, okay, instead of some solutions, you come to someone who basically wants to help you. Now, I keep telling you guys, you have more to offer to the table than a female. The only thing a female usually has to offer is sex and also a baby. Try to cut that out. Also take out the money, and you will see how emotionally drawn she is towards you. Does she get mad very easily when you just make a small little argument? Do she get mad? See, these things you don't even do. Most guys don't do this. They don't test the women. You got to test her out in everything. Her mental psychosis, if she's going to be loyal at all fucking times. All right? She has to be automatically attracted to you. There's some kind of appeal that you have that she's going to be attracted to you. But let's continue on what she has to say. I'm going to let her talk.
Look, sometimes we get it, even though we mostly never get it. Sometimes we do. So we're going to keep this loop open. Does that make sense? So what happens when we do actually...
Listen. I want to hear this goddamn see what she has to say. But I'm telling you right now that what she's saying is for beta males. All right. You got it? Capiche. Let's go.
Get the person that we do want. I talk about this all the time in regards to keep dating us. We're not just trophies to be won and put on the shelf while you get back to your regular life and forget all about us. And we women are no different. When it comes to the whole courting process, we look at you as a prize to be won as well. So once we get you...
That's a lie. Women don't look at you as a prize. That's a big ass lie. Women look at an opportunity. They're opportunists. While men are more focused on building. They look at women are more selfish than men. Women have less of emotional intelligence than men. So when I tell you, would you be happy as a man if you had multiple women? Would you need to cheat? And most men will not, okay, unless he's a whoremonger or he got some Joneses in his ball sack, okay. He's a narcissist, a male narcissist. But you got to watch out. There are a lot more women like this, so you got to be careful. This is a lot of women who have not been trained by alpha fathers. They have not been trained by alpha fathers. Neither have you been beta males. All right? It's better to be a beta alpha, though. But I still don't fuck with used vaginas, though. If you want to be a simp, you go ahead and fuck with used vaginas. You can be a trick simp all you want. But let's finish what she has to say here.
And you become ingrained in our lives and lifestyles, it's very easy for the both of us to become toasters to one another. For those of you who haven't been on my channel long enough, becoming toasters mean, when you first get the toasters because you want it and you need it because you want some toast, and eventually you're like, no, I don't really want to do bread anymore, so the toaster just kind of sits there. You don't notice it anymore because it's a part of your everyday life. Who gives a fuck about the toaster? And the only time...
Like I say, if women start thinking about polygyny, they try not to trap a man and saying selfish shit like... Because I talk to so many guys who are basically just in their emotions. I say, why not think about polygyny? I don't understand, and men's nature is to procreate, okay, right? So if the woman think of a man as a prize, then he will want him... Like King Solomon the Great, the wisest man of all time, guys. Listen to what I'm saying here. He had 300 wives, 700 sex slaves. If he got one of his sex slaves, then nobody won't have nothing to say. So I don't understand why these women are so selfish. If you are the prize, they will want to share you. Repeat after me. If you are the prize, they want to share you. If they're truly desired, there's a desire you sexually and mentally and spiritually, because they know that if you have to go to some other woman, okay, by cheating, okay, their pussy ain't worth shit. They ain't worth shit. But if you're alpha, you can make a plan for her and you can use her, okay, for the greater good, so you can build the family. So if I had one bad apple who can't reproduce, because I always tell my women, I say, hey, if you can't reproduce, I'll try to fit you in somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I make you smile once a day, bitch. Don't try that shit with me. I rub your back every day, bitch. Okay, so let's say, bitch, you telling me I ain't doing something. I'm like, what is it that I'm not doing? So there's no excuse for what a woman can say to you if you're not doing something for her. That's how alpha you are. You're doing everything. Alphas do everything for their women. Okay, now I talked to my ex and I asked her, I said, why are you treating me so wrong? I said, but she says I'd be disrespecting. I said, how? But you knew me for 5 years. Yeah, come on, that's a lie. Women lie. They hold secrets until it's too late. Okay, don't do that, women. They'll say, I don't like this about him. I don't like this about it. I feel and then they'll hold it and they'll latch onto you like a tick. But you got to know how to take advantage of that tick. Sometimes they suck on you, but you got to make sure they're not going to put you in jail or make up lies. But that's another subject for another day. How to protect yourself from these little, Jezebel spirit ticks, these Liliths. They want to pull you down. Okay, you're going to watch it now. But let's continue what she says.
You notice is when it's either broken, not working to your advantage anymore, or it's just gone. So, sorry, back to the number one secret to keeping a woman wanting you after that entire desensitization process is to maintain your own separateness. Here's the thing, when we get into relationships, when we're dating somebody, when we're coming closer, that is the idea of wanting to get closer. Closeness breeds more love, it breeds more intimacy. However, desire needs distance. And desire is the only thing that separates you from every other person in our world, whether it be our friends.
Desire automatically happens because when a man becomes busy, that's desire. When a man has a hobby, he's not going to fuck all his life. Okay, I'm like, when women tell me some shit that he's not around to show me attention, I'm like, that's bullshit, like Kevin Samuels, right? That's bullshit. And so when I tell women, I said he's not around, but if you are around, you lose attention from him, okay? What kind of contradiction is that? What kind of conundrum? No. Women usually tell me he's never around. He's always out in the street with his boys. I said, come on, man. You don't want him around all the time. And plus, when he is around, he minds his own business. And you don't like to do shit to be fun with him. So now you see a reason why he has to cheat and go out with his boys. Because you're boring. Or if you want to hang out with him and see if he's cheating. No, you're talking to a fuck boy. You're talking to a beta alpha who don't give a fuck. They don't try to be under you all of the time. And that's what most women choose. They choose fuck boys. Okay? But instead of choosing the fuckboy, they don't want to go to the beta male because he's too boring. But he's really not boring. I have too many beta males. They game. They are going outside. They're doing other things. They're not even showing her that much attention. But if they do get a simp, they'll call him a wimp. If they do get a simp or a goddamn trick who always showing attention, they'll call him a wimp. Let's continue.
Our family, our neighbors, our coworkers. The desire we feel for you is the only distinction between you and those other people. So if y'all don't have desire in the mix, then you're gonna become just another person in her life. And for those of you who aren't even sure how to get a woman to desire you, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal system at speaktosparkarousal.com, where I go over those things step by step to get to where we are now in regards to getting a woman to stick around once you do get her.
She didn't give no secrets and shit. She didn't give no secret. That's not a secret, dog. The secret of keeping women is to be like a job. Be like an alpha. I said, this is what you have to do. This is what your job is, and you're alpha. You fuck that pussy, and then fucking is an equal thing, babies. You go to a job. You have to do something. That's how her mindset should be. She must do these things. And you gave her simple instructions because a man is a low-maintenance creature. He asks for certain things. Maybe your teabag. You like your ball to be six like this way. That's the only thing she has supposed to do. Now, you can't be thinking about her emotions like that when she's basically all over the place. She wants a man like this. I said, you can go find it. Okay? But you know the positive thing, if you're an alpha? She may say 3 negative things about you emotionally. But at least you're doing everything she needs. It's about her needs, not her wants. All right, other than that, that's all I really got to say. I could keep going on and on about it. But let me tell you something, guys. When you're alpha, you don't have emotions like that. You can have some emotions when in the bed, okay? You can have some emotions when you give her a rose. But remember, when she says you're not doing something and you are doing it, something's wrong with the bitch. Lots of women would say, he don't do this, but he does do it. They'll ignore those things. If you're alpha about it, you communicate very well. It's just that she didn't have, it's not all her fault. I don't blame women all like that. It's just not all her fault. I told my wife all the time, I said, I know you didn't have a father figure on how to communicate because women are not great communicators. And I'm out of here, guys. I hope you learned something in this video. I didn't watch the whole thing because she already said the secret, which is irrelevant in this video. But that's all I really want to say, guys.
So it is this paradox of, yes, we are becoming closer. Yes, we are becoming more familiar with each other. Yes, we are becoming more ingrained in a shared life together. However, unless you're able to keep your own separate life aside from her, that desire will fizzle out. So,
and that's it. I'm going to be listening to her. That's not the case. Lots of women play flip-flop. They be like, he does show me too much attention, and they'll show me no attention. You don't want women like that, unstable. You want to control her desire. You want to control it and teach her how to choose desire for you. You don't want to deal with a female who flip-flops. Oh, I'm always around here. I'm always playing my games and minding my business. All you got to do is play with me, okay? You know, I'm always giving you attention. And you say, oh, I just need some room. And I said, no, ain't no flip-flops. No, we are going to make money. We're going to reproduce. We're going to do what we have to do. I'm going to kiss you the right way because you ain't nobody God does to what I do. And then what happens is that when women realize what they lost is gone, okay? What they had was the best is gone. They'll always run back to you. And that's where you make a lot of money. That's what I do with the women I talk to. I said, hey, you do not want to screw with me. I'm telling you right now. I'm a psychopath. I got a bad history. You tell them lies if you need to, okay? Because they're turned on by that edginess about you. But that's all I want to say for now. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. I love animals more than human, but I don't fuck the animals. You guys, stop subscribing to this woman because she's a female. Please. I know you beta males love the way women look. Mostly Caucasian, I know. Because I know a lot of Caucasians on their PORNHUB, you thumbs down and shit, you know, on a big black cock. I said, how do you thumbs down a big black cock? That's probably women, okay? Because they can never get it, or a lot of Caucasian males, snowmen, and half-breeds, okay? Other than that, I'm out of here, guys, okay? Because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. She gives average okay advice, but it's not for alphas. This is for beta males. Peace.